tell me what got cut on all that dirt. Yo, if I were podcasting, it would be insane. Knowledge flowing like the sweetest rain. Professor Bear on the mic, spreading wisdom wide. A bear's thoughts, that's my pride, I can't hide.
With the voices in your ear, changing the game.
If I rule podcasting, every thought we'd ignite. In a world of chatter, we'll just walk in the fight. With Professor Bear, we're climbing to new heights. A Bear's thoughts for task, shining bright in the night. Topics from the heart, never sounding the same. God laughs and debates, never dull or bland. From culture to tech, take you by the hand. Join the ride with us, feel the vibe expand. With every episode, we shine that beginnings on the cusp. Not too old to adjust. Old dog, new tricks. Remember, I was just a pup. Something dirty in my cup. Clean soul. So tune in, don't miss what we got to share. If I rule podcasting, I spread the love everywhere.
Welcome, and thank you for joining me this evening. I am Professor Bear, and this is the Bear's Thoughts. And the thought that's on my mind today is 2026 has been an amazing year so far. Got some tremendous guests that have been on, got to make a lot of new friends, had a lot of family on. It's just a great thing of doing this appreciation month. It is so wonderful. And tonight I have two young ladies that they caught my attention. As I go through, man, let me start with, I'm an old man, so I usually stay on Facebook. That's me. I've learned I had to get out of my comfort zone and just start going everywhere. So I've been doing a lot of more TikTok and Instagram and stuff. And when I ran across these ladies' page, oh my goodness. The one that sticks out to me is when they're in the wrestling ring and they go at it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So let me introduce you all to Slam Sass Podcast. Ladies, how are y'all doing this evening?
Hello, we're doing good. Thank you for having us.
No problem. Thank y'all for coming on.
Yes, and I have to say real quick about the Facebook comment. I'm always on Facebook. I'm never on TikTok. I get it, because the reels on Facebook, I feel like they're tailored to me and I just like it. And I feel like people share their details of their life more on Facebook, and I'm just nosy.
It is. I'm in a pocket there. I'm comfortable with it. I know where I can do and where I can go. Hey, I'm okay.
Exactly.
So I'm going to start with the question I always ask of my guests. How did y'all become wrestling fans?
So wrestling, similar to you, our dad loved wrestling growing up. Our grandfather did too. It's been in our family since we were born and way before. So she actually got into it first because of our cousin who showed it to us. It was at like the time of like 2012,
Yeah, like the early 2010s.
Yeah.
And my cousins, they live next door to us, and so we would go over there, and I would just went over there one night. They had it on Raw, and I immediately was like, "Ooh, what is this?" And so we started watching more of it. I would go over there like every Monday and Friday, and then both of us, I got her into it because the Bella twins. She was really little, and I was like, Viv, there are these girls that kick butt and they wear your favorite color, red. So
And
since then,
I was hooked. I was hooked.
that was all it took her to get to start watching wrestling. And then our first PLE pay-per-view at the time that we watched was Survivor Series 2014, Team Cena versus Team Authority. And ever since then, we've been every pay-per-view, every PLE now, everything.
Oh yes.
We just watch it all.
All right, that's cool. So, how did y'all form from just being wrestling fans to podcasters?
So the way we
That's you.
transferred, yeah, that is me. So the way we did that was when it was watching Saturday Night Main Event's Goldberg's retirement match, and she wasn't at home at the time watching with me, and I remember them cutting him off when he was talking, and I was furious. I was sitting there, and I looked at my parents, and I went, "What just happened?" I was like, "They just cut him off like that?" And they were telling me to chill out, like, it's fine. And I was like, this is not fine. I was like, y'all don't understand. Like, and I tried calling her, she wouldn't answer. And we had before talked about starting a podcast because we're very talkative people and we love sharing our thoughts and opinions on stuff that we love. And I texted her and I was like, we're doing it. I was like, I'm pissed. I need this outlet. I need something to express my emotions on. And
we need people like us who will also be like, yeah, I saw that. What was
what
that?
was that about? Yeah. So that's how we formed the podcast idea.
Yeah, that night we were like, okay, well, we got to come up with a name. And so we started thinking, but it was all because of
Goldberg's retirement
match and him being cut off.
Wow. That has to be up in my top 5 of interesting ways to start a podcast. Really. And that's a thing that I wanted to definitely get out to fans of how we got the idea, because a lot of people like, oh, I want to do it for this reason, or I want to do it. Y'all, no, I'm pissed. We gonna talk about this.
I'm like, I'm pissed and I need friends to talk to about this.
Oh, yes.
That is so cool. So, would I be wrong in saying that Goldberg was one of y'all favorites?
He's one of our dad's all-time favorites.
It's for us, I don't think it's the fact that it was Goldberg I think it's the fact that it was someone's retirement match, period. That was the big setup. He also lost, and he's giving this message, as like his final words in the WWE. And excuse me.
Wow, Olivia.
I know, sorry. But so he's giving his final words in the WWE and he's cut off. And this is someone who put in a lot of time and work into the company. And he was surrounded by his friends and family in the ring. Uncle Cat was one of them.
In the ring.
And we actually got to ask him about that in an interview. But it's just the fact that he was someone who was really important to a lot of people. And, he should have been given at least a couple minutes to say what he wants to say.
And it wasn't that it was on live TV, it was on Peacock. So we were like, there's no scheduling, there's no timing. They could have kept going with it, but they cut him off.
Or at least like put it out
exactly
afterwards, but they didn't.
They just cut it.
They just cut him off. They were like, nope.
Well, and I would say that he's had a controversial relationship with WWE. Mm-hmm. So it definitely wasn't right. I would tell you a quick story of, I have a friend that's an indie wrestler, and he retired in February. So I went to support him, and I'm sitting in the crowd, and his mother and his sister are there. So his family is there. He had a great match. They had a battle royal, and him and another guy tied for the battle royal. So they made a match afterwards. I love the setup. He lost the match, no problem with that. But when they gave him the mic, they turned the mic off. I was like, okay. Then one of the guys jumped in the ring. He had a bullhorn. He said, oh, they're not going to stop you. Go ahead and say a few words. So he went to go talk. A guy came out the back and attacked him.
Oh my gosh.
So they're fighting. He's getting beat down. Then his cousin actually was wrestles there, came out, ran the guy away. They had a nice little moment, but they didn't let him talk. So his mother came up to me, and me and her were talking, and I could see the hurt in her eyes. So immediately that ticked me off, because I'm thinking, if that was my mama, so I'm sitting there, I'm at the ringside, just pounding my fist like, oh, be good, be good. And then the next match went on. He came out with his gear, and he's like, I'm leaving. He said, no, I'm good, I'm good. I said, are you sure? He said, yeah, I'm good. So him and his family left. And I sitting there pounding my fist, and I kept thinking, jump the rail, jump the rail. Just punch whoever comes at you. Because I know as soon as I jump over the rail, they're going to come and try to, because most of them didn't know me. I'm thinking, just lay them out. And I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm leaving too. And a bunch of people got up and left.
Wow.
I talked about that company for months. Matter of fact, I got to see one of the book, and they explained what happened, that they didn't have time. I'm like, yeah, that's a BS excuse. And I finally let it go. He let it go a while ago. But me, every time me and him talk, man, as soon as I come back up there, if I'm anywhere around any of them, I'm punching them. So
You're like, they're not gonna call me back.
I understand how y'all feel about that.
Yeah, and it's kind of a similar situation, because like when we got to interview Ernest or Cat Miller, when we were, interviewing him and everything, we had asked him, we were like, you were right there. What did you think? And what did Goldberg think? And he was like, basically just told us, he was like, they don't care anymore. We're still upset about it, but like he doesn't care anymore. He was fine. And he was like, yeah, in the moment I was like, that sucks. And then he said what Goldberg was saying on the microphone, he was like, I wish that would have been out to the public. Like, I wish people would have been able to see it, because he had a really good message. So that's the only thing. But they're fine. They don't care. Or we care. So I get you there. It's like the person it happened to is over it, but we're not.
And that's the thing, as us as fans, we're emotionally attached to these people. And when we feel like you did someone wrong, we want them to make up for it. So
yes.
So now y'all have to tell me, how did Ernest the Cat Miller become Uncle Cat?
So we got the opportunity to go to Fear Fest San Antonio when was it?
It was November.
It was in November, and they were basically like, it was with a shop, the wrestling shop that we are very close with, and they were like, yeah, you can interview the wrestlers and get to know them. And we walk in, it's Saturday morning, it's like 9 a.m. We're nervous because we're like, oh my gosh, these are some big names in WWE we're going to interview. Right. We're most nervous about Boogeyman because
he's scary.
He's one of our favorites too. And we walk in and we see our table with our sign and everything. And then we look to the left and we just see, Boogeyman and all of them casually just talking.
And what's funny too is that so we were under the assumption that, we were going in and we were going to get a media pass and we were going to be able to interview people. Okay, that's great. We walk in and they talked about having a banner for us and like, oh, we'll set you up next to the ring. what they didn't tell us, and we noticed when we got there, was we didn't have just like a little area by the ring. We had a booth the same size as all these WWE guys. And we were like, oh, we were right in the middle of them.
We weren't like on the corner. We were in the middle.
And Zilla Fatu on one side.
And Ernest the Cat Miller on the other side.
And then Stevie Ray and Boogeyman and Gangrel. And we were just in the middle of all these guys.
And you're spending 2 days talking with them, and just, I was the one to introduce myself to Ernest the Cat Miller because I'm a very shy person. And when we started this, I was like, I'm going to, burst out of my shell a little. I'm going to go out. I'm going to be more outgoing. And so I just looked at Ernest the Cat Miller and I go, hi, how are you? Just casually. And he loved it. He was like, y'all are like my little nieces. Like, you don't have to ask me for favors. He goes, you call me Uncle Cat now.
Yeah. And because like the whole day we had just been talking, he had also said, he was like, girls, come over here. And we're like, what? And he goes, I got to practice. He's like, I need one of y'all to get on the floor. I need to practice my leg drops. And we both were like, okay, we'll get on the floor. And he was like, y'all are crazy. What are you doing?
And I look up at him. I go, it'd be an honor to take a leg drop from you. And he loved it.
He thought we were crazy, and we were just fun, and we talked, and we all just had a great time. It was so surreal. We were like, we're really sitting here just casually talking to these people. And it's like we watched them on TV. Yeah. Like we were just talking with Boogeyman. And it was like he was very intimidating, I'll say that, because he was in full makeup and everything the whole time. So he was just a little scary to talk to, because we also have, like you said, emotional connections. Like he was on wrestling when we started watching. So it was like, like it was surreal. Seeing him right in front of us, we were like, oh my gosh, that's Boogeyman.
And then of course Stevie Ray, who is Stevie Ray, is very intimidating to talk to, but once you get to talking to him, he's like one of the most amazing men ever.
Unlike Uncle Cat was very laid back, and him and Stevie Ray would often bicker back and forth together. But Stevie Ray was very to the point, and sometimes you didn't know if he was being serious or if he was just messing with you. So he would look. My dad went and got us both drinks, and he comes and brings them to us. We're talking to Stevie and Uncle Cat. And Stevie looks at him and goes, you didn't get me anything? Like, serious stone cold face. This guy's like 6'5". He's like, he was like, I'll go get you something. He was like, no, it's okay. You already forgot about me. There was moments like that throughout those 2 days where Ernest the Cat Miller adopted us as his nieces.
That's cool. Was that y'all first event?
Yeah, our first event as Slams and Sass. We had gone to like Comic-Cons and stuff before, but that was like our first event.
Our first big thing as the podcast,
Yes.
Oh, that, man, I could just imagine how much fun y'all had.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the stories, some of the stories we heard, I can't repeat because I don't want to.
We're sworn to secrecy from Stevie Ray. And
yeah, but man, if you ever get the chance to go and talk and meet any of those guys, it's definitely worth it. They're a lot of fun to talk to.
I got a chance to my first table. What happened when it was in Kentucky, and me and my wrestling buddy, we were there, and he told me, I think he told me like a day before we went there, he said, oh yeah, we're sitting by Coco Beware. And I'm like, the Coco Beware? He's like, yeah. Man, I'm flabbergasted by it. He was like, nothing happened. Like, yeah, we were just sitting there. And I'm like, wow. So we get there, and we sitting up, and I'm sitting there. And mind you, this is the first table I've ever did. So I didn't expect much and stuff. But when Coco Beware got there, I spoke. Hey, how you doing, man? I really love you. You're a great legend. I just wanted to tell you that. He's like, oh, okay. And I said, my wife's family comes from where you come. So we got to talking. Me and his wife got to talking. Just they sweetest people on earth. Mm-hmm. And it's so amazing when you meet someone you seen on TV or grew up with, and you carrying a conversation with. It's like, is this real? Is this real? Is this real?
Yeah. You're like, am I actually talking to this person right now?
We definitely had one of those moments. It was the night after, it was day 2. It was the night everything was finished. We had packed up everything, and we go to the parking lot, and I just burst out into tears. I was like, did those 2 days just happen? Like, I was like, we just had casual conversations and we got interviews, and I was like in tears and hysterics, and I was like, I'm so grateful. Like, oh my goodness. It was, it's crazy when you get to do that, and then you sit back and you think about it, because in the moment it's like you almost dissociate and you're just like, you're just having a conversation, and then you leave that environment and you're like, wait a minute, I really did all that. I really just had these conversations with these people, these legends.
And it wasn't, and good thing too, none of them were, mean or rude or anything like that, because I know that there are some wrestlers out there that aren't the nicest, but they were all great.
So tell me how y'all came up with the name.
So
that's credit to our mom.
It's to our mom. So we could not think of anything. It was like, did we do like 2 sisters? Like, I don't know. We were like, what do we do? Because we wanted to have branding that was
fitting for us,
and also let you know that what it was, like if we just say like, oh, 2 sisters, whatever, the people they won't really necessarily know. We were hoping that, we'd find something like Slams and Sass, where it'd be like, okay, we're talking about wrestling, but we also are going to have an attitude with each other. We're going to kind of have that, fieriness to us, because we're sisters. So we fight a lot just in general. And so we bring that to the show. But it was all our mom. She was, brainstorming different ideas, and we heard Slams and Sass, and that just stuck.
We were like, boom.
Everything else we heard after that, we were like, no, I like Slams and Sass. Like, that's just the one. Like, it just fit.
That is so cool. So what would you say is a typical day for y'all before y'all do a recording?
Definitely some pre-show arguing. I'm not gonna lie. We get very nervous before we film, and we try to make every episode our best, and we get very,
Well, I wouldn't say we're like nervous before, but we both have different opinions on stuff. Where we're like if we're like, I want to talk about this topic, and she's like, well, no, I don't want to talk about that. Like, for instance, she hates Tiffany Stratton. So we'll get into little arguments. Like, if I want to talk about Tiffany Stratton, she's like, I don't want to talk about Tiffany Stratton. We can move on. So it's like little arguments like that, or you'll see them during the show. Sometimes we'll start out a little like angsty with each other, and then we'll get by. But normally when we film, it's wake up, you got to get your hair right, put on makeup, and eat something, get some Red Bulls.
We recapped the week in wrestling, and then we pick our top 4 moments that we just wanted to talk about the most, and we think were the biggest moments in wrestling that week, and then we list them in order, and then we film.
And then maybe take like a little nap afterwards, or I'll go to work, and then we edit that night and get it out. But yeah, that's the typical routine. Other days we're like, she's in school, or I'm at work, or we're kind of going through all that. But normally on our big recording days, that's the routine. And I'm really jealous, because there's a lot of guys that do this and they don't have to put on makeup. And I really hate getting up in the morning early to like do my hair and makeup, and I'm like, I wish I could just turn the camera on and record, but it's just like it's like, no, I have to take that extra step. So I'm jealous.
Well, I would say that being the guy, a lot of times I don't think about it, but my wife, she was like, you're not about to record like that, are you? I'm like, what? You need to shave your face and your head. Baby, I don't know. And I have to go and do it. And my wife is big on branding. And if she watched the show after I get done, why didn't you wear a Professor Bear shirt? what's wrong with you? You need to wear your brand. I'm like, maybe they know. No, they don't. Put a shirt on next time. So she is definitely my coach. When I'm doing wrong, she'll let me know. If I have a good one, I can tell. So
that's good too. You want someone who's going to be honest too. I mean,
oh
yeah, maybe not so brutally sometimes, because I know what that's like with this one. But you want someone who's going to be honest and be like, "You're wearing that? No." It's like, okay, good. Don't let me go on the internet looking like a fool.
So so far, who is the biggest person that y'all got to interview?
It would. So I would say Stevie Ray, because he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
So I would say that he is the biggest one. We just recently did a couple interviews with AAA. We got Pagano on there. So I think I would still say Stevie Ray, but I think that Pagano, for those who are into AAA and like lucha in general, like he would be probably the biggest one. But one of those two, I would say.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, because those are big names. I mean, and then if anyone, because I was telling like some of our friends that aren't into wrestling, like who we met, who we interviewed, and me saying, "Oh, it's Booker T's brother." They're like, "Oh, okay." Like I know Stevie Ray. Like everyone else, they were like, "Who?" I was like, "Whatever, y'all are annoying." So for that, I think I'd have to say Stevie Ray.
So, do you all realize the spot that y'all have with y'all podcast, that y'all get to talk to WWE legends, that y'all get to talk to AAA? A lot of us are jealous of that, right?
Yes.
It's honestly one of the most things that we are the most grateful for, is the opportunities that we get to talk to these amazing people and amazing wrestlers and legends. And it's something that at least for me, I haven't quite wrapped my head fully around. Like I'll wake up some days and I'm like, I really did do that. Like it's definitely surreal.
I think too, like it's not lost on us that like this does not happen. I mean, we started in August.
We started in
August. And this is all, I will say, I mean, I guess it goes to show how important like networking is, because all of these opportunities stemmed from us going to the wrestling shop, the local one where they put on shows here in San Antonio. And through that, we became friends with the owner. They all go to independent shows. We were able to work our way up, meet the people who were running conventions, get invited that way. And it all just kind of happened. It was like really fast too. So it's just been amazing, and we're so grateful. But yeah, it's not lost on us that this does not happen, and we're incredibly lucky.
Yes. And that's what I think, what I like about y'all, y'all have a natural energy that it comes through the camera. It's like Ernest said, I can see y'all as my little nieces, and y'all have this.
Yes, we got another uncle.
Y'all have this great energy that I love when I watch y'all. Now you don't have to mention names, because I understand the question is going to be kind of, what was the worst interview you had, and why was it the worst? And you don't have to mention the person's name if it was somebody in particular.
Okay.
Because I don't want to hurt your branding.
Oh, no. So I think that all of our professional interviews have gone really well. I think that the ones that have gone bad are the independent wrestlers, and I can think of one in particular off the top of my head. I won't name names because we see these people every now and then. But it was just, there was something that wasn't there. Like, we try to talk before we interview people. We try to just be like, hey, like, how are you? And like run down, okay, so this isn't going to be like anything crazy. Like we would do mock backstage interviews with the independent wrestlers. So we tell them, hey, this is just like WWE, you know.
Like, we're your Kathy Kellys for today.
Yeah, we're like, hey, we're going to ask you a question. We're going to put the mic in your face. If you want to walk off, if you want to say whatever, cut your promo, do that, and then leave. Mm-hmm. There was one, and they just, I don't know what it was, but they were not into it. Like very reserved, very just distant. And I mean, even talking amongst others sometimes, like it was when you do them back to back to back, there's like a couple that stand out where you're like, you weren't getting anything from them. Like I'd ask them like a question, like, so how do you feel about this match? And so just said that they want to challenge for your title. Like, what do you have to say? Like I'd ask like big questions. And then it'd be a short response. And then they just stare and look back at me. And I'd be like,
okay.
I'd be like, okay, that was your moment to like, you know, cut your promo, get yourself out there. So I think those are the ones that aren't the best and don't go well, is when they don't, it seems like they don't have that fire in them to like really, you know, have something, or like they don't seem like they really want to be there. It's like at that point, if you don't want to be there, that's okay. Because then if one party doesn't want to be there, it's just not fun for either. Because you're kind of in that weird.
You got to try to drag it out of them.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that there have been like not a handful. I think there's only been like one or two that were really like that. And they were with independent. All of our professional ones, luckily, have gone really well. Yeah.
Well, and I will say, and this is just my opinion, I think a lot of times when you deal with the professional ones, they've done it so much, it's nothing to them. But some of the indies guys and girls don't get a lot of opportunity, so they don't know how to act, or even to, if I want to be my character or I want to be myself, and it throws them off. I had a guest where I asked a question, they answered it, and that's fine. But when you answer it in 5 seconds, and I'm sitting there like, I'm trying not to be so obvious. Like, come on, say something.
Like, come on, give me more to like go off of, because it's like, imagine having a conversation with someone who only responds to a couple, like who says like a couple words. It's like, well, I can't ask you more about anything else that you just said because I didn't get anything from you. Because that's another thing I think why some of our interviews go so well, is that we listen to what they're saying, and then we build off of, you know, like I'm just thinking of Stevie Ray's one, because that one was really funny. He was talking about, you know, Boogeyman doesn't scare him. I was like, well, it scared your brother, but like, what does scare you? And I was able to find out spiders did, but not the big ones, only the small ones.
Because you can't see them coming.
Because you can't see them coming. So like, if I hadn't have had a good response from him, and he was like, you know, I was able to lead into another thing, it's like we wouldn't have had that awesome little moment in there. And so that's what makes it difficult, is like if you can't talk and hold a conversation, or it's just hard.
Yeah, I definitely understand. So what is it that makes y'all's podcast different from any other?
I think I know that there are a lot of people who are genuinely fans. I think that some are just kind of like have turned hater WWE. I think one of the things that stands out obviously is that we're sisters and we get physical. Like you can't do that with just like someone you met in college. Like you put hands on that person, they may fight back, and it may not go so well. But her, I can like push her or whatever, and we'll just get into like a little fight, and then we're fine. We can continue the episode. So I think that like the fact that we're family, and just us being authentic. I mean, when we do our live streams, we set it up, we have blankets and we eat food because it's 3 hours of wrestling. So
we got blankets and
we're bundled up.
We get into conversations about like Popeyes and all what's like what's your favorite?
Yeah. We got into a heated conversation over a bunch of different things because it was like one of those commercial breaks and we're live and it's 3 hours and we're talking about how hungry we are. And we're like, we're talking about who has the best tacos with like our live chat and everything. We're like, oh, this person has the best tacos, or like talking about whether ranch belongs on pizza and going back and forth. We just have those little moments that I think make us stand out because it's very easy to ignore, like even like the weird, like obscure comments from people. I feel like when you get a good amount of people in there, but I think that, I don't know, when we just embrace it, like we embrace the fact that like people will come and talk to us in those live streams, and we premiere our podcast episodes. So we're there watching it every week with anyone who joins in, and we just have conversations. And I feel like it's just, for lack of better words, I just feel like it's like genuine connections that we're making with people. And I think that helps us stand out a lot as well.
And we've gone to the point where we like to respond to every single person who like contacts us, DMs us,
from the start, we were like, this is how we build up, is every single person.
We know our day ones and we remember their names, and we tell them, because one of them disappeared for like a week and we saw them again. We're like, where have you been? Like, we were
worried. We were like, where were you? It was just the holidays. He was with his family. We were worried. We were worried.
We checked if he was still subscribed.
Yeah, they're becoming like our wrestling like friends, and I think that's one of the things that I would say sets our channel at least apart.
And it's funny that y'all say it like that, because when I go to indie shows, I feel like they're my family, and I go to certain ones. I see the same wrestlers. I see the same fans. We talk and stuff. And I miss a few of them that come in. It's like, where you been? You okay?
Yeah.
We were worried about you because you usually here. Like, yeah, just life, but I'm good.
Yeah.
And I'd love to say it's like a family reunion every time I go to an indie show.
Oh.
It's always the same people sitting in the same seats, and I have a fan, and it's still funny that I can say I have fans, but I have a particular fan, and I go to different indie shows, and every time I'm there, he's there. And I'm like, we were talking. I was like, I don't know if I'm stalking you or you stalking me. But we got to stop meeting like this.
Oh my gosh.
But it is so fun to interact with the fans and get opinions and stuff. So I see, do y'all sell y'all merch?
We don't. That's something that we're looking into hopefully doing this year. But as of right now, no, it's exclusive to us because we actually, can I tell you about these shirts? We decided to do the crazy idea of trying to Cricut and cut out all of these, place it all, and iron them on. I thought when we started this, that this was all going to come out on one piece. It did not. We had to, each thing was individually placed and we had to line it up.
The letters and everything.
Each letter.
The back too.
And so after that, we were burnt out. We were like, I'm not even going to talk about doing shirts right now because we spent hours just trying to do these. We're like, next time we're just ordering them because that was a lot.
It is so funny because that's what I do. And it's like, okay, well, I can do this. I got a press machine. I'm like, cool, I can do this. And it's like, I'm gonna make it myself so I don't have to order it. It'd be cheaper and get more of the profit. Yeah, got a Cricut, never used it, sitting there collecting dust because it's just too much work. I'm like, no.
They market it as like, oh, do it yourself. And it's after you do it yourself, you're like, I never want to do that again. Like that was awful.
So it's like, okay, I'm gonna try a different approach. Man, I'm ordering and it comes out good, but man, I could save so much money if I do it myself. I have the equipment.
Yeah.
So now I got a printer. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm starting to make designs like, oh yeah. Man, I tell you, one of the worst things in the world. It's great that you can press your own stuff and people want to buy it.
Mhm.
But oh my God. After 5 hours of that, it's like, no, I don't need to do this. I'm not gonna do it. But
Yeah.
then you finally get that appreciation when somebody like, I like your shirt. Is there any way to order it? Then it's like,
It's like,
I'm gonna have to get that energy again.
Yeah, we've had a couple people ask,
Mhm.
but it's just, it's one of those things too where it's like I don't even know where to start with that.
Yeah.
Like it's like is it a website? So that's gonna be our dad is gonna help us figure all that out when we get there. But hopefully, semi soon we'll be working on that.
Definitely 2026. Hopefully.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
And I will tell y'all, if y'all need any advice or anything, reach out to me. I'll be glad to tell you what I know.
Thank you. We definitely will.
What is the worst WWE match y'all have seen and never want to see it ever again?
Oh, I think of one right now.
Which one?
It came too quick in my head. Survivor Series 2014, Nikki Bella versus AJ Lee.
Oh my gosh.
The 2-second match that ended with a kiss.
Yeah,
No.
that is one. I was gonna say, well, I don't want to get a lot of heat for this, but I think that John Cena and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. That's one. I was so disappointed. I was like, this isn't even wrestling. And I was just like, this sucks. I was like, where's the cool, and then Travis Scott, I hope we never see him again in WWE.
He's gonna be number 30 at Royal Rumble.
No, I hope they send him right over that rope because
that was the other one I was thinking of. But the women's match, really, that's just the number one thing that pops in my head because it literally was 2 seconds. And it was, AJ Lee and Nikki Bella, they were the two biggest women at the time. And
I remember us being really mad when that happened too. We were like, oh, Nikki Bella and AJ Lee. And then
it ends like that.
It was over in like 10 seconds. We were really disappointed.
Oh, yeah.
Both of those matches we were really disappointed in.
Oh, I got a follow-up that y'all may not know about Cody Rhodes and Travis Scott.
Was it how he actually busted his eardrum?
No, actually, yes. So Cody was cleaning up, and he found a box, and it was a box of shoes. And Travis Scott left them for him to apologize how stiff that shot was, and he just found it last week. All this time he had it and didn't know.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
That's when I heard that, I was like, there's no way. How do you not know this?
I was like, do you not clean?
Yeah.
Like, did no one else or I don't know if he has people help him clean, but they didn't notice oh, hey, that's so weird. I did not know for that long. That's funny.
I thought to myself, Jesus, Cody, somebody try to make up to you and you just don't clean up.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
I know, right? So if God came down right now and he said, ladies, y'all can interview anyone you want, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Oh, jeez. Dead or alive, too. That makes it even harder.
Oh, dear.
Because it's do I want to go back?
I was thinking the same thing. I have two in my head right now.
Who?
Seth Rollins has been my man since I was little. in my head man.
Yeah.
Ever since he came with Shield and he debuted on, I don't even know, was it Survivor Series? It was Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The streaked bleached hair. I fell in love. Been a diehard Seth Rollins fan ever since. Would love to have a sit down interview with him. But also someone who first WrestleMania started it all, just having an interview with Hulk Hogan.
That would be, I mean, see, but then when I think about going back and talking to like all those wrestlers too.
Wait, no, I take it back. Andre.
That's what I was just about to say. I was like, wait a minute, you don't want to talk to Andre? Because not only are you talking about wrestling, Princess Bride. The Princess Bride. I think that, I think if I had to pick someone to interview, I would maybe go, I think I would have to say Charlotte. Charlotte Flair. I think I would have to interview her because she was someone that I looked up to a lot when she was getting into NXT and everything because we were both 5'10", blonde, and I was like, oh, like she's just cool. Like she was, and then all the 4 horsewomen. But I think Charlotte would have to be on that list because I can not only ask her about wrestling, but I can ask about her dad too. I could be like, tell me about that.
Also, we have to talk Bella Twins.
Yeah,
but I feel like I wouldn't be able to do that. I feel like I'd be crying too much if I interviewed the Bella Twins. I'd be in like, they got me into wrestling.
I just feel like if we interviewed the Bella Twins, it wouldn't be like an interview. It'd be like, oh my gosh, do you remember, like, asking them, do you remember this?
And they're like, yeah, I lived it.
They're like, yeah, I was the one who
Lots
lived
of total divas talk.
Yeah.
I'd be getting too... They'd be a little concerned.
They would, yeah. But I would say, I think Charlotte would be mine.
Yeah.
And yours, Seth Rollins and...
Seth Rollins and Andre, probably.
Andre. I think if I had to pick an old one, I'll say, if I had to pick an old one, I think I'm going to go with the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, that's a good one.
I just feel like I want to see if he really had all that energy outside of the ring too. Like I want to see, because if he does, he would make for an awesome interview. I feel like it'd be so fun. But yeah, those are our picks.
So the closest I ever got to talking to Ric Flair was talking to David Flair. Okay. He was at a NWA Fan Fest, and I had a early pass where I could get in an hour early. And I'm walking around, and different people are setting up, and I seen David, and I'm like, oh man. I walked up to him. I said, hey, I really don't mean to disturb you. He's like, no, that's okay. And I was like, man, how you doing today? He's like, I'm hungover. I'm like, oh man. I said, okay, well, I won't bother you, give you time to yourself. He's like, nah, I'm used to being hungover, so it's no. We stood and talked for an hour. David Flair, I became a David Flair fan. Just how genuine he was and how I could tell he did not want to be there at all. He didn't want it. Is that either you can flop or be successful being a wrestler's kid. Charlotte, yes. David, no. But David, like I said, he was so nice, and he seemed so upfront with me. And I wish that I could have interviewed him because it was just so eye-opening talking to him.
Yeah, that actually would be a really interesting interview. Sit there and talk to the not so famous sibling and be like, what is, because she's always kind of paired with her dad and everything. It's like, what does that feel like to like, does he care? I wonder, is he just like over it now? Like that interview, I feel like would go kind of deep too.
Yeah. So do y'all like tag team wrestling?
Yes. Yes, we do. Yeah.
So, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say we do. I think that I mean, are you like? Is it specifically? Or are we going to talk specifically tag team or like faction kind of tag team?
We can talk about both.
Okay. Yeah, we're down for whatever.
So, who is your favorite faction?
DX.
I was just about to say, I feel like that's no. I mean, okay, if we're including factions, the Shield. The Shield. If factions can kind of be included in that, the Shield.
Over DX?
Yes.
You're crazy.
Yes. Okay, hot take maybe. I would put New Day at its best over DX. Hot take. I know, but they were fun and they wrestled. Like, yes.
Did you not see?
I'm very much like I like the goofy wrestling. Like,
have you not seen a DX promo?
It's not the same. It's not the same.
It's better. They just don't care.
Yeah, but it's like different.
Do you not know Stan?
I want the unicorn horns and the big box of Cheerios.
Oh,
Cheerios. I just like the goofier wrestling, but the Shield just because they're, I mean, undeniably, I think that they're the best. If the best, you said it.
I said one of.
She said the best.
One of.
So I feel that a DX is about to be someone's favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
I love DX. Love Shawn Michaels. He's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H now I'm not a big fan of, but Triple H in his prime, in his DX, the game era, Authority era, loved Triple H, and I still do. And then also the addition of Chyna too. I know she's controversial within the wrestling community, but loved seeing her with DX.
Yeah.
But Shawn Michaels, I mean, it's the Heartbreak Kid. Their promos they would do were so amazing, and yes, he was controversial at the time.
Okay, but I laugh more at New Day than I do at DX.
Oh, you're not watching good promos.
No.
So the question is, which DX? Do you like the original DX, or do you like DX with just Shawn and Triple H, or do you like the DX with Triple H, X-Pac, Chyna, and the New Age Outlaws? Which DX?
See, all of them are good, but I think honestly, just the original DX with Shawn Michaels and Triple H and Chyna, I feel like nothing can beat it, really. I mean, when Shawn Michaels definitely left D-Generation X, it was a big change for DX. And of course, he came back later on in like the 2000s, 2010 era. It was that time frame. But I mean, just straight DX when, Shawn Michaels was at the height of his career and Triple H was there and Chyna was there too. And they make the rules and we break them. Like that DX was just amazing and my all-time favorite.
So do you know there was a fourth member?
Which one?
In the original?
The original DX, yes.
The original?
And matter of fact, this gentleman was the first ever to be a member of DX and the New World Order.
Who was it?
Ravishing Rick Rude.
Oh! See, I wouldn't have gotten that. My head was like, I was going through and I was like, who would it have been? I would never have gotten that.
Yep, he was the first one. And because I am a wrestling nerd and have all this knowledge in my head that I just got to get out when I get a chance, do you know that Jeff Jarrett was the only guy who was a member of the Four Horsemen, of the NWO, and the Bullet Club?
Oh, I did not know that.
That's awesome.
That is really cool. Imagine just being able to walk up to someone and say that. Like, yeah, I was
a member
of all these. Yeah, just listing all these iconic
Watch
factions.
someone's jaw drop with every name.
I got one more for you.
Okay, yes.
Here, and And it's funny to me because nobody else really paid it any attention. Y'all know that the Big Show was in the NWO, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know he got kicked out the NWO twice, both times here in Knoxville, Tennessee?
I did not know that.
Why did he get kicked out? I'm like, what did he do?
Always winning the gossip.
The first time he got kicked out, it was them. He was wanting to take on Hogan for the title, so they kicked him out. The second time he got kicked out is when he left WCW and went to WWE. Both times it happened here in Knoxville, and just so happened both times I was at both shows.
Oh my gosh. So you got to, that's actually really cool.
That
you got
is
to
really
see
cool.
that both times.
And I sat there and I was like, wait a minute. It happened. I know it happened, but it's one of those things you really don't think about. And I think one day I was just sitting around looking at something. I'm like, wait a minute. He got kicked out here. Wait a minute. He got kicked out here 2 times.
You're sitting there like, I got deja vu. I feel like
Right.
I've seen this before.
and the thing was, luckily enough, it was at 2 different venues. So that's why I knew I wouldn't just having. No, did I really? No, I know I did because they were 2 different venues, and I was there. So it's like, man, that is a crazy fact.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's funny. I mean, they got to think about that better, I guess. Look at the show that you did a year before. Make sure.
So, what is you all's goal for 2026? Where do y'all hope to see yourselves going with y'all podcast?
So for me personally, my goal for us is to be definitely, well, still doing it for sure.
Mhm.
And also because we talked about this earlier, the opportunities we've been given, and we're so grateful for. I want to give back to the people who've helped support us. I want to try as much as we can to help give back. Definitely, growing in our channel and
Yeah.
getting monetized and working all that.
That's
merch
a big goal.
coming out.
Yeah, merch. I think, in all honesty, and this year, my biggest goal is to just keep this thing going in a positive upward direction, even if it's not like, oh, this big amount overnight. Just as long as we stay with the people that we have, we gain a couple more along the way, we're able to keep meeting all these awesome people, get more involved in independent wrestling.
Oh yes.
I think that's my goal. And one of my goals for the year is to try and get this one, the wrestling shop where we have been like working with. They want us to try training like wrestling, and they keep, every time we're there, they're like, come on girls, you got it. And I always tell them, I'll do it. And she won't. And I think for like do it for like a month and make it a video. She won't do it.
No. I make the heel excuse. I make the Shawn Michaels excuse of I'm too pretty. And that's all I say. But in all honesty, I'm like, I love watching wrestling. I love being there. We went to Victoria yesterday and we got to do a whole thing with a faction in independent called the Venom Alliance at the wrestling shop.
Yeah.
And we were heels, and I'm not gonna lie, I loved it. I love being a heel. I love holding a title and being like, no, you be quiet to other people. But
yeah, it was a rowdy show.
I don't know, I like observing the art more than I like doing the art.
That's one of my goals, is to just get her to just try it. And we don't have to keep doing it, but I just want to just try it. See how much fun we'd have.
I will say this. So I was blessed to come to Dallas, Texas last year, my first trip to Texas. I with my group, we were working with this promotion, and we got a chance to go see their training facility, and one of the guys, he was training with him. I've always thought in the back of my head, man, I should try wrestling. I should try wrestling. And once I went to see what they did, I thought to myself, I made the right decision not to.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, but see, mine is way different than yours because I've had 3 back surgeries, 5 hip surgeries. So, my body just is what? So I could imagine when I was younger how much damage I would have did to myself, and I'm already feeling this way and didn't do anything. I can imagine what my body would have felt like. But I gained so much more respect for anyone who will try and do. And I would say it like this: do not do something because maybe you're scared or whatever. At least give it a try so you will not have any regret when you look back at your life. Even if it's like one time, give it a shot. Don't hold yourself back because you don't know what the unknown will bring you. It's something I preach to my kids because I know how I feel looking back at my life. Like, if I would have only tried this, or man, I should have did this. And then see, I'm a big guy too. I'm 6'4". I'm 6'4", 300 pounds. So when most people see me, they kind of get a little nervous. So
well, that's how I feel like sometimes they get with us because she's 6 foot, I'm 5'10", and so we walk into a room and we're taller than most of the people in there because we're also from San Antonio, so there's not that many tall people around here. But even with the wrestlers, we're taller than
Most of them.
Most of them are the same height as them, and some people were like nervous to come up and talk to us, and I'm like, but you're the wrestler, like y'all are the ones slamming people around or getting on a microphone saying all this crazy stuff.
I should be nervous of you.
Yeah, I should be scared of you.
I had an experience where I was at a wrestling event. I went in and I was sitting down and I saw a wrestler. I've seen him before, but I thought he was pointing towards my direction, and I'm just like, okay, he must somebody behind me or something. Well, then I see him and his girlfriend coming around the ring, and I don't know why they kept my attention, but they kept my attention, and they came up like, Professor Bear, oh my God, how are you doing? And I'm sitting there in my head like, what? I'm doing good, man. I'm so good. We're so glad to meet you, man. We watch your show. We love you. You do so much for independent wrestling, and I'm still like, what? But I'm speaking. I'm like, thank you, man. Can we take a picture with you? I'm like, then I didn't say it in my head. I said it to them. This is not going right? I'm supposed to be doing this to you. You're the wrestler. I'm just the podcaster. This shouldn't be this action. And that was my first time really having a wrestler know who I was and really excited to see me. And I'm like, it blew me away. And last year I got put into a Hall of Fame, a wrestling Hall of Fame. I did not want to do it. I didn't. And the reason being because I felt like it was an insult to the guys and girls who wrestle. I've never wrestled. So I was like, no, that's for them. And then I had to get explained that I help generate so many fans to know more about independent wrestling. So eventually I said, yes, okay. And the reason I said yes, because the guy who put me in, he's an ex-wrestler, and he told me if I didn't, he was coming to my house and put me in a headlock.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, I'm doing it. So we got it set up and everything, and I was like, I need somebody to induct me. I reached back out to that same wrestler, actually had him on my show, and we were about to do an interview, and I was like, hey, what you doing on this date? And he told me, I got a show in South Carolina, and it was in Kentucky where I got put in the Hall of Fame. I said, okay. He said, what's up? I said, well, I'm getting put into a Hall of Fame, and I needed somebody in it to induct me, and I was hoping you could. When I tell you, he legitimately started crying.
Oh.
Because he was so honored that I would ask him. I'm like, everything you've done for me, who else would you think? I mean, we have a relationship. I wouldn't think of anybody but you. And he did it, and it was such an amazing feeling. And it's like, wow. So, with all that being said, I am saying to you all, enjoy the spoils of your world. You're doing great work, and it's showing in the short time that you've been doing it. It's such a great thing to see, not only how y'all are succeeding, but you're women. And it's hard enough for women in the sport of wrestling. It's getting better now, but still, I'm so happy to see what y'all are doing. I'm so proud of y'all. And I hope that y'all keep going and keep getting to that next level y'all didn't think y'all would get. I hope y'all get everything you want. I am a big believer in giving people flowers, because a lot of times people do not get their flowers until they're dead and gone, and they cannot smell them and enjoy them. I believe in giving people their just due, and I want to tell y'all, and not that it may not mean a difference to y'all, I don't know, but I'm so proud of y'all. And I hope that y'all continue to grow and continue to the point where one day we get to meet and y'all can say uncle and make me bawl out, start crying. So.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's definitely a goal. Go check out, oh my gosh, what if WrestleMania pops up there one day? We'll come up and say, hey.
Oh, wow. So, do y'all want to give shout outs before we end this? Anything? And plug your podcast.
Yes. So yes, our podcast out on Apple Podcast. Apple Podcast. It's on YouTube for the video version.
We do a lot of independent stuff on our Instagram and TikTok as well.
Yes, Instagram and YouTube are where we're most active, I will say. Working on TikTok, we're getting there. But everything is at Slams and Sass. So you can find us everywhere. And then just the shout outs, we're going to give them to the people who gave us this opportunity to begin with. First of all, thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you so much.
We're so grateful to be able to talk to you, meet new people, and, just have a great conversation. And then, of course, the wrestling shop in San Antonio, Joelle, Wendy, Flavio, our parents for putting up with us. Our dad does all of our producing.
Oh, yeah.
All of our photos and everything. All of that, the logo, he made it all. So all those people, we wouldn't be here without them.
Again, thank y'all so much. I truly enjoy what y'all are doing. And I love the twin magic that y'all do, because y'all been doing it all. And I love it.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Guys, girls, thank you so much for joining me around the campfire one more time. This has been such an amazing, oh man, this has been amazing. Now, I saw something that I didn't see, but I'm gonna have to pop these up real quick. This is the owner of WSN. He's saying hi.
Oh, hello.
And then it was a comment I don't know what comment it was, but he said that was the usual one. And here's the most controversial thing he said. And I'm gonna have to get y'all's thoughts on this.
The Dudley. Okay.
These Hardys, y'all dating, not the Dudleys.
I can understand the Hardy Boys. Nah.
You're gonna have to sell me on the Dudleys.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Oh, what's gonna happen then? We're gonna have to get back together, and I'm gonna have to show you some great Dudley matches, and to wise y'all up on why the Dudleys are better than the Hardys. Yes, I said it, Brady. That's what I meant. The Dudleys are better than the Hardys.
Hey, there's still stuff that we haven't seen yet, so you may be able to change our minds.
We could be convinced.
Yeah, we can be convinced.
Especially if I show y'all a lot of the early ECW Dudleys. That's what really, I think, got them really over with people.
I think the thing is too, and this doesn't just apply to the Dudleys. I would even apply it to like Trish Stratus, for example, is that they bring back these people who are like legends, and then their run isn't like, you can come back for like one match and it's sometimes okay, but when they bring them back and they do like a whole run, you can just tell that like their era was different. You could tell that, you know, they've got some ring rust, they're getting a little older, and it's just sometimes it's just like, it's sad, you know, like Trish Stratus, I feel like with her recent, then this is just personal opinion, I think with her recent run back in WWE, I think it kind of, for me, lessened how I overall view Trish Stratus and like her career in WWE. And I think you could say the same thing with the Dudleys. Like what they had a couple really cool matches back in like the 2010s that I remember watching, but you know, that it still wasn't, I'm sure, as awesome as they were before. And so I think that when they bring these guys back, it sometimes can like, I guess, ruin or taint their overall career. And I think maybe that's why we have that view on the Dudleys.
And you know what? That is such a great way of looking at it, because when you have such a high bar, when you come back and you barely can walk, then most people are going to say, oh, I wish you would just stay and not ruin the picture I had of you. Exactly. It lessens. And that is the perfect way of saying that.
Yes.
But again, thank y'all so much. I will have to have y'all back again.
Yes, thank you. Just let us know.
Guys, girls, thank you so much for joining me around the campfire with another amazing conversation. As I always love to do, before we leave, please, please, please support your local wrestling promotion. There are some great guys and girls out there that are busting their tail to get to the next level, and our support means the world to them. So and it's a different feeling. I'm not saying that WWE is better or worse than them. What I'm saying is it's a unique feeling, and I think you will get a kick out of it. So please do that and support your local wrestling. I am Professor Bear. This has been a Bear's Thought, and we will see you around the campfire again very soon. Y'all have a great evening.
Thank you. You too.